Imagine waking up one morning. The world is no longer the same. You have no job, no income, no plans. It's like someone pressed the pause button on your life. It sounds like a bad dream, doesn't it? But this is exactly how millions of people entered 2020. And maybe without even realizing, you were inside that silent collapse too. The pandemic was slowly transforming the world. That small virus that erupted in China in 2019 wasn't a concern for governments. Life went on as usual. Stores were open, people were going to work, the stock markets were climbing upward. The world was ignoring the danger knocking at the door. But the beginning of 2020, cases started appearing in Europe. Even then, the economy was considered safe. Markets were breaking records, people believed their money was secure. But the truth was this: that virus everyone ignored was growing like a bubble ready to explode. The alarm was sounding, but no one was listening. And then one day, March 2020, Black Monday, the US stock market suffered a collapse. It hadn't seen since the Great Depression. Fortunes, retirement funds, savings vanished overnight. Businesses shut down. Homes were sold. Millions of people lost their jobs. For the first time, people felt they had zero control over their lives. The doomsday scenario was no longer a movie. Quarantine, social distancing, travel bans. The supply chain collapsed. Production stopped. This wasn't just an economic collapse. It was a social and psychological collapse. Markets fell 30 to 40% in a single week. In some sectors, the crash was over 50%. Industry, agriculture, services, all were slowly sinking. Companies went bankrupt one after another. People desperately lost their future. And the crazy thing is, this was just the beginning. The truth no one wanted to hear was even worse. This crisis didn't happen only because of the virus. The system was already fragile. Banks and governments had no real plan. Correct policies came too late. Some giant corporations were saved, and the rest were buried in history. People started working from home. Digitalization accelerated. But the economy was still hanging by a thread. Small businesses collapsed. Small savers lost their money. The social class divide deepened even more. Experts had been warning for years. This economy can't continue like this. But no one listened, and the collapse continued silently. Debts exploded. Mortgages, credit card bills, consumer loans, all piled onto the public. With the supply chain broken, prices soared. Food, energy, basic necessities, everything became expensive. The alarm bells were ringing, but no one was listening. Governments pumped trillions of dollars into the markets. Corporate bailouts were announced. But these were nothing more than a tiny bandage on a massive wound. Because the real problem wasn't the virus. It was an uncontrollable economic system. As case numbers rose, unemployment rose just as fast. Millions lost their money, their savings, their future. Currencies, investment funds, savings, all disappeared. Big businessmen and banks took early positions. With government support, they multiplied their wealth. And as always, the lower class was silently sacrificed. It wasn't just an economic collapse. It was a social collapse too. Psychological pressure, loss, uncertainty. Society hit rock bottom emotionally, but no one was saying it out loud. Yes, every crisis also brings opportunity. Amazon, Google, Zoom, Netflix all reached record values. The tech sector grew stronger, but even that couldn't erase the scars of the pandemic. One morning people had their houses, cars and jobs. The next day they had nothing. This cycle has repeated throughout history, and human nature has never changed. Today, crypto, new technologies, new markets movements make everyone ask the same question. Will we live through the same things again? Maybe, or maybe a new system is coming. But one thing is certain. Those who don't learn from the past will suffer the same pain in the future. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.